Gender wear side bill.
Tell you later. Guys, welcome to another episode of Into the West Comics. My name is Frank. Woo! Oh.
Wow.
He's excited.
That was some high energy.
Got to keep that flowing.
Trying to change momentum.
Hey.
We're flipping the flip. We're flipping the script.
Driving to the hole.
Sonny is here.
Hey. What to do? Podcasters, listeners, viewers all around the world.
You've had a week to process this, okay?
I have.
Everyone has had a week to process. And it's the thing that everybody is talking about out there in the interwebs.
Yeah.
Do you prefer milkshake or shakes?
Ooh.
Would you like to be called shakes going forward or milkshake?
Milkshakes.
Milkshakes.
Yep.
Plural.
Plural.
Done.
All right. Done. Done deal.
You're a done deal.
Here, get up on the table. No. Okay. Milkshakes.
Get up on the table and
Milkshakes.
shake.
Big
your
A
middle.
is over here.
Milkshake.
He's scooting around.
Scooting
He's shaking
I'm shaking the
Shimmy,
shakes.
shimmy.
like a Polaroid picture. Corn dog, hot dog is here over in his. He's right next to me.
Why
He's not,
both?
He's not over
Hello.
anywhere.
Corn dog, hot dog. I think he can't decide which one he wants to go with, so
I don't.
that's the one he goes with.
I love them both. They're great snacks. Either way.
What? Wait a minute.
Anyway,
Anyways.
You're a great
last
snack.
week we went with
Yep.
40 of our closest friends to see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Yes.
Yes.
A few of us have seen it a second time.
Yeah, that's what
Went
it sounds
for
like.
a double dip.
It's true.
I tell you, it was a little emotional the second time around.
Really?
I enjoyed it a lot more the second time.
What made it like more emotional? Maybe because you saw.
I wasn't exhausted. Probably. I was like paying attention.
No, I
know.
hear you.
Those nights when we do the
Yeah.
buyout
It's
thing,
a lot.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Many
And-
shots you
and
have to take with everybody.
That that too.
Everyone's like, "Oh my god, thanks for inviting me. Here's a shot." I'm like, "Oh my god, sure."
Stuff like that.
I didn't have that same experience.
There's a lot of. He had a couple. No.
No.
Damn it.
But yeah, there's just like a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
and
of
I think it's like you're halfway into the movie and before you're like processing everything. And it's yeah.
It was a
It was
lot
weird.
too.
Yeah.
It was a lot to take in. But going to see it the second time, what did you think versus the first? Like you said, more emotion, more.
I wouldn't
like,
change my grade. I still would give it like an 8.5 or a 9. But
Mhm.
I thought it was great still, and I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit of what we were mentioning after the reaction show last week that we did after we all went to go see it. Is this in the conversation for the best trilogy?
Absolutely.
We want to get back into this conversation for a few minutes.
I'm down.
Everybody kind of regards Captain America as the best trilogy in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Guardians has a seat at the table and can challenge for the best trilogy in the MCU?
I'm 100% confident. Yes. And
I got a hot take.
baller soundtrack.
Baller
Very good.
soundtrack.
Very
Yeah.
I
good.
love the soundtrack.
great.
All the
The
Guardians
soundtracks-
movies
yeah.
have great soundtracks.
Amazing soundtrack. I will argue that this had the best.
It's pretty good.
This soundtrack was amazing. But what was the
I
what
think
was the hot
first
take?
My hot take is that the Guardians is the best trilogy, and Spider-Man is the second best trilogy.
Oh, and then Cap is
And
tree.
Cap is 3.
For
Oh,
me,
wow.
it's Cap, Guardians, then Spider-Man for me. Actually, no, Spider-Man, then Guardians.
Wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that at all. That's good though.
I think, we kind of touched on it a little bit last week. I like Captain America: The First Avenger.
so much.
It is the worst of any of those 9 movies.
Oh wow. If you you're
Of the,
It's
you're
a
talking
little
about
cheesy.
the other
It's a little
three.
cheesy.
of the
Well,
other
it's just-
the other trilogy of trilogies.
It's not even. It's
You're
just
talking the
not,
other 3 Spider-Man.
No, he's
No,
talking
it's
about
about
all
the-
of the
all
other
the 3
trilogies.
Spider-Man, the 3 Guardians, and the 2 Captain America. Other
I
Captain
think Captain
Americas.
America: First Avenger is the worst.
Is the
of
worst
of
one
the
out of
9
all of
films.
those.
Out of those 9 films,
I'll agree.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard to think about that. They're all pretty good.
They're
in
all
their own
really
ways.
good. They're all
Yeah.
really good.
I think that Captain America: The First Avengers is very bare bones. I think it does what it needs to do.
right.
But
It's
I don't like.
good.
I can't tell you the last time I rewatched the first Avenger just because I wanted to rewatch it. Just because I was like, "Oh, this is a good fun time." It.
I rewatched
sets
it for
Cap up,
homework.
and it's like exactly.
When we did Run It Back, which is available now for you to go back and check out.
To
by
run
the
it
way.
back.
Go run it back on that.
That's pretty funny.
And-
I think Guardians 2 is probably like one of my second or third least favorite of all of those two. I think Guardians 1
I
is
think-
a masterpiece.
I think Guardians
is-
2
it's good. It's really
Guardians
good.
2 is probably right above that for me. Right
See,
above
that's what
the
I'm
first
saying.
Avengers.
I think we're on the
yeah.
same page. And then for me, Guardians 3, I'm going back and it's probably like top 3 MCU films for me at this point. It's definitely
Guardians
not 4.
3,
Yeah.
top 3.
Yeah.
Guardians 3 is in your top 5 Marvel films
Of all time for sure.
Ooh,
Okay.
Wow.
Milkshakes. What do you think about that?
that's interesting. It's probably top 10 for me for the new
Yeah,
Guardians.
top 10.
Because I feel like, not to Sunny, but I feel like everyone's just kind of like amazed that we actually finally get a good Marvel movie. Because we've kind of had not great.
There's been a course correction.
Yeah,
maybe.
and it's just it's been amazing to actually go to a movie and actually see, hey, it's actually critically reviewed, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go see it. This is the first one I just thought about that I've actually went to go watch again since Shang-Chi. That was like the first.
Yeah.
That was the last one that I remember I went to go
I like
rewatch.
Shang-Chi.
I've
So-
rewatched Shang-Chi twice.
Shang-Chi and Spider-Man. Those are the last 2 I rewatched. And I'll see this one a couple times in theaters.
There's memes all over where it's like, oh, is this what the MCU is? And it's like, this is what it's supposed to be. Like the scene from like Cap and Quicksilver talking. It is really refreshing and it's super nice to go into this movie and leave knowing that it was just as good as what we thought and we hoped and we got everything we needed from it. I haven't even seen it the second time and I'm still like glowing off of it. I love it.
Yeah, and as time takes forward, I realized that I did like it a lot, but I did not like it as much as you guys did. I don't really have anything negative to say about it. It's just, it seems like you all like were like overjoyed with it, and I was just like, yes,
Joyed?
that was really good.
You're just joyed.
I think there's a couple of scenes like when that spaceship is taking off and they're destroying that planet. I feel like that scene lingers for too long, where it's taking off and Nebula and Drax and everyone's just kind of standing around. I was like, okay, please get something
it was
going.
a lot. It was it 2 hours?
2.5 hours long. There
Yeah.
was a few moments where I was like, any negative thing I had to say about it is pacing. I feel like for me, I haven't watched it a second time, so I could change my mind upon a second watch. But there was a few times where I was like, okay, let's go. But other than that, it was the best Marvel movie probably since Spider-Man No Way Home.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Maybe even since
Yeah,
Endgame.
that's fair.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cap is your third trilogy,
Yes.
and you said Spider-Man, the No Way Home, Homefront, and
Yes.
Homeward Bound, whatever the 3 are called.
Is ahead of Captain America. Not by like a ton or anything,
Yeah.
but I like the character of Spider-Man more, so that probably has something to do with it.
Yeah.
What's your other trilogy that you
Oh, it was Cap, Spider-Man, then Guardians for me for top 3.
What about you, Handsome?
I think I'm going. Oof, that's hard. Hey, hi there. I think I'm going.
There was a fly.
Oh.
I saw it.
I was like,
I
what's
got you.
happening?
It's still trying to kill me. That's hard because I think I am kind of going off of the fact like, dang, we got such a good movie. I'm putting this with such a high grade. I think I still am going Cap just out of the total. I think, but I had more fun with the Guardians trilogies. Spider-Man's in there, but not under by a lot. But definitely those two are kind of competing. I think the Captain America ones are like better movies, but I had a lot more fun with the exception of the first one. Damn, this is really hard. I don't
It
know.
is hard.
Yeah, I see. I think part of the reason why Captain America is my third is because Civil War just straight up does not work if you watch it on its own.
Yeah, 100%.
It is a movie
Damn, dude.
that you
Okay.
have to have watched. And I was talking to some people who aren't big MCU fans, and they said they started watching Civil War and they just stopped because they were like, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Yeah,
where
if
this
you
is
haven't
at.
been paying attention to the past 14 movies,
Well,
that
they
led
better
up to
go
that.
and sit down and watch them all.
Well, no, for real. But like, if you just kind of watch it, and you're like, oh
Corn
man,
said
like
Iron Man 3.
Oh boy.
everyone's popping out of like this van. You got like, why is everybody fighting each other? You know what I mean? What's this beef about? I'm gonna retract my answer. I think the Guardians trilogy is my favorite out of the MCU.
Oh, no. Okay, I see what it was.
I kind of agree with you. I mean, I think that you can make the argument that Cap is right there.
Yeah.
But I guess I would put Guardians by default
I would put Guardians
as,
by default.
as the best trilogy. So is that weird that the guy who's responsible for putting together the best trilogy for the MCU is on his way out
Yeah.
That's bad
to
news.
take over the competitor?
That's definitely bad news in my book, because I'm like, okay, we finally got like, we got it. This is awesome. Like, what's gonna happen further? And then now we have like people thinking about leaving projects. We have a couple projects that are gonna be coming out that like aren't that interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
I'm
very
probably
worrisome
most
for your boy.
excited for Secret Invasion out
Oh
of
my
any
God,
of
yeah.
the things.
That's next month, right?
June
Yeah.
15th.
Mm-hmm.
But
Heck
even
yeah,
then,
dude.
it's a television show, and they have not proven much of anything to me with their television shows, other than Loki.
but like one, bro. You know what I mean?
Out of like 7 series.
You know what I mean? Like,
Loki is the only one that I don't look back on and have something that makes me roll my eyes.
They're not consistent
No.
episode to episode.
no.
Either with like the runtime, it feels like they're uneven. They've had they had their share of challenges, Sonny. They had
COVID.
editing issues with WandaVision and Winter Soldier, and
I think,
it's hard for them to make it all work.
But I feel like with quality over quantity, I feel like Kevin Feige will be able to actually be at all these projects, because I feel like probably all those shows he wasn't at anything. I remember he said he wasn't really with Doctor Strange, like he wasn't on set, so he wasn't really like looking at everything, making sure it looks good, stuff like that, because he's been so busy with everything else going on in all of
nuts,
Marvel.
dude.
I
so.
heard that when they were working on Doctor Strange 2, that none of the writers or producers had seen a frame of WandaVision.
Oh,
That's
Interesting.
weird.
yeah.
That's
And
extremely,
maybe that
extremely
explains
weird.
part of the thing I don't like about Multiverse of Madness. Her from the end of WandaVision to the beginning of Multiverse of
Totally
Madness
different character.
doesn't make any sense to me. Like the end of WandaVision, it feels like she's come to a little bit of peace with everything. She's going out to a cottage by herself and is just living her life
Chilling.
in peace. And then at the beginning of Multiverse of Madness, she's like, I hate everybody and want the world to burn. I just want to get my kids. And I'm like, bro, where did that
Yeah.
come from?
It
Yeah.
came from her chilling in
Sometimes
that
they
cottage
just get
forever,
mad, though.
reading that dang book.
I'm talking just,
I understand.
you know what I mean? Sometimes you just get upset.
Yeah,
No, that's
so,
true.
so I'm excited though with quality over quantity. So I feel like maybe the Marvels will be good. I don't know.
See,
see.
that's what I was talking about not being too interested in projects coming up. But it could be,
It could be a lot of fun.
it could be a lot of fun. It could be really good.
Well, they said Samuel Jackson said you have to watch Secret Invasion to it will be part of the Marvels.
yeah,
so
sure.
we'll see.
I
We'll
guess.
see.
We have a big
mean-
decision to make come November. That's more to come on that. We've got
My
to
vote
have
for
like
that right now
a
is no.
conference. We've got a conference
Conference.
call, I guess, with the group. We got to get the whole team together, and we have to kind of come to a vote, I guess, on
Let
that.
the fans vote.
We'll let the fans vote, I guess, because
They're
like
going to decide how we spend our money.
we're gonna do.
It's
Yeah, it's
true.
true. We're gonna do a buyout in November, but the movies that we're talking about are back-to-back weeks, so we've got to kind of come to a group consensus
Yeah.
as far as what we're gonna do. And the two candidates are Dune 2,
Ooh,
Ooh. Cowabunga. What's it called? Dune 2.
part 2.
Cowabunga Canyon?
Now you're Cowabunga
Now you're
Canyon.
doomed.
Now you're
Ooh,
doomed.
that's a good one.
And the Marvels. So and
Oh, no pun.
And the Marvels.
just the Marvels.
Boo.
The Marvels. Brie Larson's great.
I don't know about it being that big of a challenge to pick, but I mean,
Yeah.
Sure.
We're gonna have to talk about it.
We'll go see
Fixing my hair.
we'll go see Dune on the big screen, and we'll go on the little screen for Marvels.
Watch it on your phone.
Yeah, dude.
Or, just us. I mean,
I don't know. I don't think that one's big of a.
Real quick, we will be getting into this
I don't wanna spend
as we've
$150 to go see it.
completed more. Probably not. When we've finished more of the Run It Back installments. But I wanted to ask you guys real quick. We're not going to get too far into it. What is your favorite Star Wars trilogy?
Ooh.
Dang.
The 3 sets. Which was the first? Is it just OG and then it doesn't matter the other 2?
oh no, it matters.
It definitely matters. It definitely matters. But I think the OG is probably all around the room the favorite. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think that's probably an easy one.
Yeah.
I think what the newest one did was really awesome, and it was really cool to go to see new Star Wars stuff.
4%.
Sorry. No. I don't think I don't hate them as much as a lot of people do. You know what I mean?
The prequels?
Yeah. I think just because growing up seeing
Yeah.
it's nostalgic.
It's our Star Wars.
It is
growing
our
up,
Star
yeah.
Wars. You know what I mean? So for me, that's this.
That fly loves you.
Kill me, dude. Yeah, I don't know. OG for show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
OG for me too. But I like all Star Wars is fun to watch. I
Yeah.
know some
I
of
agree,
it's
yeah.
terrible, so the writing's but it's just fun. There's lightsabers, there's Force stuff, but yeah, I like the OG's the best, but I just like watching Star Wars. I can watch any of
I
them.
would say watching Clone Wars, it added a different aspect
Oh, for
to
sure.
the prequel trilogy,
For sure.
but it didn't really motivate me to want to rewatch.
No. The only
the
one I watch
prequel
is Revenge
trilogy.
of the Sith, and that's about it.
Yeah, and that's
Fair.
for like the last 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is dope.
So
Yeah, which is great.
yeah, OG with me as well. And
Easy
then
money.
the sequel trilogy, and then the prequels are way far behind that. And
Way far behind.
I think evident in how much I don't like the prequels. The biggest thing I don't like about the sequels is the third movie, and the third movie is them latching on to an idea from the prequels and that ruining part of the movie from before it. The only reason that Palpatine is Rey's grandfather is because of midichlorians.
Yeah, dude.
He the pappy.
One of the dumbest
Pat.
things
That is so dumb.
ever just continues to prevail in Star Wars
Yeah.
and ruin story after story.
Metachlorians.
Dumb. Just so
Metachlorians.
dumb. I will
Pappy
die.
Shiv,
I will
Palpatine.
never not die on that hill. I hate
I guess
it
Palpatine
so
returned. That was their writing. It was the best writing.
It feels
I guess
like-
he
Oh, incredible.
returned. Oh,
I don't know. It feels like the Last Reich pure blood nonsense after a certain point. I'm like,
No,
bro,
yeah.
not like it's so terrible to
No,
me.
I
I
feel you.
hate it.
Yeah.
Because when leading up to watching it, I was like, I already know what's happening. I was like,
Because
oh,
you know
all
what
right. I already
nobody
know what's
thought
happening.
after watching the first Star Wars before you knew that Vader was Luke's father? Nobody watched that first movie and went, why is this guy so powerful? His parents must be super powerful. Nobody
No,
ever thought that.
no,
Because
no.
it was just some kid lost in the galaxy who saved the galaxy. And that's what made that movie so compelling.
But now, moving forward, it's like, oh, you got to be like,
because his
theories,
dad was
theories,
him,
gotta be-
and then midichlorian,
got to be
and
connected.
then Anakin is Jesus Christ. Bruh.
Space Jesus.
Jesus.
Space Jesus.
Yeah, I gotta wait till next. We gotta talk about that in the next coming weeks. I'm not gonna get too far down that.
You're not going to go
rabbit hole.
through. You're not going to do the curveball.
No, that was the curveball.
Oh, okay,
About that trilogy. Guys, earlier this week we got a new trailer for Oppenheimer. It was going to be coming out in
I actually
July.
watched this one.
You're
Paul's
stoked for
very
this
excited.
Coming
I
out
need to
July
see it.
21st, I think it is.
Yep.
We'll be getting together
got
with
it.
some people to go see it. And actually,
Mr. Miyagi. over there.
Phil, the Fonger, was asking me about going to see Spider-Man. Are we going to go see Spider-Man?
Into the
Spider-Verse?
Spider-Verse.
Oh,
Spider-Verse,
yeah,
if you go see
absolutely.
Spider-Verse.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
We're not doing the theater, but we'll get together and go see it.
yeah.
But
I got 77 tickets.
okay. Well, good. We're covered then. Yeah.
Milkshakes.
So,
Milkshakes.
so Phil, yeah, we're gonna go see it. We'll call you. Shoot you a text. But we're gonna check out the Oppenheimer trailer right now.
I'm really excited for this movie.
I don't know what's happening.
Talk about it.
Chaka, bro.
This is a national emergency.
Detonator charge.
I feel like I'm gonna be
You see, it
sweating the
was
whole
produced
time
by
watching this.
Universal, not WB, because Christopher Nolan got ties with WB.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's right.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
This is the first that's under Universal. Right?
We're in a race against the Nazis. And I know what it means. If the Nazis have a bomb.
We have a 12-month head start.
18.
How could you possibly know that?
We've got one hope.
It's Matt Damon.
All America's industrial might and scientific
Damn.
innovation
Shout out
connected
South
here.
For life.
Secret laboratory. Keep everyone there until it's done.
Let's go recruit some scientists.
Build a town, build it fast. If we don't let scientists bring their families, we'll never get the best.
Why would we go to the middle of nowhere for who knows how long?
Why? Why? How about because this is the most important thing to ever happen in the history of the world?
Albert Einstein.
You're the great improviser, but this
Correct.
you can't do in
Big
your head.
cameo.
Are we saying
My boy
there's a
Albert.
chance that when we push that button, we
Young
destroy
Stein.
the world?
Chances are near zero.
Near zero.
What do you want from theory alone?
Zero would be nice.
This is a matter of life and death. But I can perform this miracle.
World War II would be over. Our boys would come home.
That's happening, isn't it?
The world will remember this day. Our work here will ensure a peace mankind has never seen.
Until somebody builds a bigger one.
You are the man who gave them the power to destroy themselves. And the world is not prepared.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Truman needs to know what's next.
2,
What's next?
1.
Is he supposed to be McNamara or something?
Yeah.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you are a giant fan of this. For everybody
I-
that does not know what this movie is about, can you do like a little
Paul
briefer?
loves nuclear weapons.
Yes, that's what I love. Nuclear weapons. No, my favorite director is Christopher Nolan, and I've never not thoroughly enjoyed any of his films. This is about Oppenheimer, the man who is behind the atomic bomb and World War II, ending World War II. I'm incredibly excited to see what Christopher Nolan does with this movie. Yeah. And he has a penchant for doing something a little bit different, even when it's like a period piece, like with Dunkirk, there was 3 timelines that converged at the end. And my tinfoil hat theory for this movie is, you know how you hear Oppenheimer say to Damon's character, there's a chance that when we light this bomb off, the entire atmosphere gets incinerated.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a legitimate fear they had back then. My tinfoil hat theory is that this movie will end with the bomb going off and the entire atmosphere being incinerated, and it'll be like a metaphor for what the atomic bomb did to humanity.
Interesting.
Whoa.
That's pretty cool because I was thinking how it's going in from like black and white to color, and you get that like kind of countdown. I feel like the whole movie is going to revolve around the countdown. They'll like start it and then like go through the story and then like start counting down. You might
He
get
has
towards
the moments in the movies where everything just kind of like builds. And there's
right,
tension and
right,
builds
right.
and He
I'm
does that
already
so well.
like I already know I'm going to be like sweating and having an anxiety attack the entire movie.
Yeah.
Which
We saw Dunkirk in
in
IMAX. We thought they
Oh
were
my
shooting
gosh,
it
it
at
scared
us.
the crap out of us
Yeah.
because we're right next to the speakers.
Austin
so
ducked.
yeah.
Austin ducked.
I was freaking out.
Dunkirk is maybe my favorite Nolan movie outside of The Dark Knight.
Ooh.
I think it's really
pretty
good.
good.
I've never seen it.
Really?
I think the way they tell the story
Dunkirk?
is super
Yeah,
interesting.
I never watched
It's
it.
great.
You ever seen Dunkirk?
It's great.
It's really well shot.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
I almost watched it on an airplane, but then I thought it would be kind of dumb if I watched it on
I
my
feel
phone.
probably don't watch it on your
You know
phone.
what I mean?
Yeah, but it's worth a watch, no matter the case.
This movie shot all in IMAX too, by the way.
Done.
70 and 30 millimeter or something like that. Yeah.
So it's gonna be really good.
I know he's
really
going to kill it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Might
That's
win
a-
Best Picture nominee. That's what
I
I
mean,
think.
It's up
hopefully,
there.
hopefully he finally gets
Yeah.
some kind of Oscar nomination or something.
Yep.
Because
It's up there.
he's like, if you go ask anyone who watches movies and you're like, hey, who's the best director in like movies that nowadays, they'll
Yep.
probably say Christopher Nolan,
Yeah.
and he doesn't have any directing
big,
Oscars
big
or
accolades
motion picture,
or anything.
which is crazy
It is.
considering all of his movies and what they've done and how people view them and feel about them and see them. But
It does look like it's going to be extremely interesting. The cast looks
It's amazing.
crazy, bro.
It's-
Iron Man at the end, what?
it's RDJ, Matt Damon,
Albert Einstein,
Emily
bro.
Blunt.
Albert Einstein
Whoever,
himself.
yeah,
Emily
the guy
Blunt.
that actually,
Blunt.
Emily Blunt.
Florence Pugh, your favorite?
Sriracha.
I think and her mac and cheese.
I like sriracha.
I think Nikita was there in the chat. She was there. Nikita was mentioning that Nolan, Denis Villeneuve, Scorsese, and David Fincher all have movies coming out this year.
Oh,
In the same
Can I
year.
tell you a secret? There is a 0% chance I watched that 4.5 hour long Scorsese
What's it?
movie.
Flowers
with
of the
Leonardo DiCaprio.
whatever moon.
I'm-
bro, The Irishman took so long to finish.
And guess what? I have not watched The Irishman because
Me
of
either.
how long it is.
I watched it in
It's
twos.
good. Just
It's
go into
awesome.
it like it's a miniseries. And
Yeah, just
Yeah,
watch it in
but-
like twos.
Then it should have been a miniseries.
Yeah, I know.
It
Yeah.
should have. It kind of was. I mean, it was long. It was long.
They
Like
spent a
I
lot of
love
money
the
on that.
extended edition of The Hateful Eight,
Mm.
where it's broken into
Oh, the
episodes,
Hateful Nine.
and
Yeah.
you can watch right, and you can watch one episode and then go, okay, I'll go watch the next three later. Whereas a movie, it's like, where's a good point to stop and come back? I don't know. I feel like that's not.
it's true. It's
You gotta
true.
watch
but,
it though.
But
I mean,
look,
you're a movie guy. You gotta
Look,
watch the
I'm
movie.
not gonna
No. This is what I'm
Gotta
saying.
watch. Come on, man.
We
You watch
waited-
Barbie. We
We
Barbie.
waited until
Same day it comes out.
We waited
Oppenheimer.
until
Oh yeah, well, I'm watching
Snyder
Oppenheimer
Cut
that day. I think.
released, and me and you stayed up and watched that entire thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys watched
Texting.
Snyder Cut?
It's texting,
were
and that was
texting
like
each other,
3
yeah.
hours long at 2:00 in the morning, bro.
Yeah,
We
I'm
stayed
not-
up
And
watching
guess
that.
what? I have an incredibly vested interest in those characters, and
Yeah.
if I could go back, I would not do it again.
Absolutely, 100%. Because I think we even said that.
Nikita said the
Yeah.
runtime for that Flower Moon movie is 3 hours and 26 minutes.
Oh.
the
I think
official
that's
runtime.
that's
Oh,
the
was that?
Irishman.
Was the Irishman was 3 hours? And
Yeah, the
26 minutes?
Flower Moon one.
It felt like 9
is
hours.
supposed to be like 4-something hours. You know, the
Oppenheimer.
only 4-something hour movie I'm gonna watch on repeat, which I'm doing today actually, which I've been
Lord of the
doing,
Rings.
the Lord of the Rings extended editions.
Really?
Any other
Oof.
movie that's 4 hour plus long, I will watch maybe once and never again.
How long was
It's 3 hours. Oppenheimer's supposed to be 3 hours.
How long was Endgame? Or-
3 hours.
3 hours.
Right?
Just about 3 hours, yeah.
No
Yeah,
Way
so that
Home
doesn't
was
count,
3
though.
hours.
That
But
doesn't
I
count
said
though.
no, I said 4 hours.
I'll pull up, watch that twice in a
Yeah.
row.
They do intermission for that. I mean, you're gonna sit in the movie for 4 hours. Don't they
No, I
do
think
like a
that they
break?
did do an intermission for something, right? Was it Irishman when they played it? No, because that was Netflix.
That was a Netflix.
I don't remember.
I think for when
I remember seeing Schindler's List in the theaters, and I saw an intermission.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
how
That's
long is
interesting.
Schindler's List?
3 hours.
How long is that list, player? Damn,
it's a long list.
Damn, player. No, I mean, I don't know.
I guess Flower Moon's supposed to be 3 hours. That's what you meant, 3 hours and
Oh,
26 minutes. That's not as bad. But
3 hours is definitely a long time to be sitting in the movie when you don't want to miss something.
Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning might be 3 hours. It's just saying right there.
Yeah, I have a
Our-
vested
our
interest in
motto.
those movies.
Yeah.
though,
I have a
again.
super vested interest.
Paul, you're a movie guy. You're gonna watch it eventually. You're gonna watch Flower
He's
Moon.
the movie guy.
Flower Moon Attack, whatever
He's
it's
the
called.
guy.
Attack of the Flower Moon. Blood.
Frank, unless you are like, hey, let's go hang out and watch The Irishman or Flower Moon.
Oh damn! Someone
I'm
just said
never
Tenet
gonna
was
watch
bad in the chat.
What?
It was Austin who
No,
said
I know.
it.
I just
Not me.
I wasn't gonna.
By far his worst movie. Austin, come on.
Damn, that's a hard one.
I think. Let me think.
Can't think of it better.
I mean, it's
What's your favorite Nolan movie?
Inception.
Okay.
I love that one.
What about you? Good,
lame
okay.
answer.
Damn. I got to think about that one.
You can pick a Batman movie too.
I
If
mean,
you want.
yeah.
Oh, Dark Knight.
My-
Probably Inception.
You said Dunkirk, probably.
Dunkirk and The Dark Knight, like
Handsome
Tied
over
for-
there. I know he's got
yeah,
10.
his is Tenet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where he's.
Yeah,
I
Marcus-
like Interstellar.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
never mind.
I liked-
Retract
I
my
liked-
answer.
I liked Interstellar a lot.
Interstellar. Retract my answer. Number one.
Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon might be 3 hours.
Guess what? I wasn't gonna watch even
Bro.
if it was 2 hours.
Come on.
Don't lie, bro.
Come
You were
on.
definitely gonna watch that.
Why
bro.
would I watch Rebel Moon? Are we gonna talk about it? All
Yeah.
right, then I'll watch it.
Why not, dude?
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
When's that come
You
out?
think so?
December
I think it'll be
something.
visually attractive.
They're shooting them back to back. So
Visually
I think the
attractive.
first one comes out this December and the
I'm
second part
convinced-
is next December.
Got it.
Zack
Limited
Snyder-
theatrical release too, like they did with Knives Out.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be like a 10-day window where they'll put it in the theaters, I think.
So what are the knives gonna be in?
They'll
Yes.
You do not like that.
Dun, 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 dun. When are they going to be knives in?
What is Rebel
That's the
Moon? Is
prequel.
it
I don't know.
like
what
a
that is.
Star Wars?
It
with
is
Zack
a
Snyder?
it's a
Yes,
Star Wars
exactly.
script that he wrote for Lucasfilm that they rejected the story.
So he just like
so he said, "I'll just do it
changed
myself.
some of
Then
the
I'll just make
things.
something." And
Yeah.
Paul's very excited.
No, you're not down.
I don't know. The last IP he took over and did his own thing with was terrible. So I have no expectation. That this
Man, we
won't
had
be.
fun with that movie though, bro. We had cheeseburgers and milkshakes and popcorn.
Army of the Dead.
That was great.
What wasn't
We
exactly?
had
what I
fun.
was
Well, the
talking
movie
about.
wasn't great, but we had a good time.
We had a good time. We always have a good time.
I watch that movie very frequently. I just put it on. I'm like Vegas and zombies, and I just put it on in the background.
I've seen it a couple times. I enjoyed it.
I feel like there's barely any zombies in it. Like after a certain point.
But what's the
there's mad
prequel?
zombies.
They did the thing that was on Netflix.
Army of
the
Thieves.
Army of
I never
Thieves.
watched
That was kind of
I
good
liked
too.
him. I like the Dieter character.
Yeah.
I like he was funny.
Yeah, I feel like the best part of
And
that. I
Smoke
mean,
Show
now we're
that
talking
was
about
helping
Army
him
of the
out.
Dead.
Nice.
The two best characters in Army of the Dead were the
Dieter
safecracker and the
Got the saw.
African American gentleman who was his friend.
Damn, why you gotta say it like that?
I mean, what else was I supposed to say?
I don't know. Not like that.
I couldn't remember the character's name. Or
Bruh with the saw.
Bro.
I didn't remember that he had a saw. I remember that he was
Black.
He was
yes,
the last
black.
So I just want to clarify: we are watching Oppenheimer when it comes out. We're not going to watch Barbie. They're coming out the same day.
I'm gonna watch Barbie.
I'm gonna
after,
watch Barbie after Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
So there's no debate. We're only debating is November. What we're picking.
Yeah.
July 21st. We're not debating what we're going to watch.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go watch Barbie on mute.
Okay, just clarifying.
On mute?
On
Yeah.
mute.
I don't know if I really want to be a part of that.
All right.
But it's Ryan. Well, yeah. Okay. I was about to make your point. I was gonna say it's Ryan Gosling's and Margot Robbie, and that's kind of your point.
Oh.
He got it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It just had to play out a little bit. You know what I mean?
All
Yeah,
right.
I understand.
She might be Sue Storm. Who knows?
I
That's what
thought.
they're saying.
Oh, is that who this was?
Yeah.
Is Adam Driver official? As
Not
a-
yet.
Not
It's
official, but
It's official.
Like Marvel hasn't said
it's
it.
out there.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Someone in a meeting leaked it and probably just got fired already.
And Banderas, I think, once you're Nerd King, and those guys were talking about
Antonio
like
Banderas?
a week
What?
back. Antonio
Galactus.
Banderas is going to be the
Galactus.
voice of Galactus.
I hate that, and I hope it's not.
I
true.
hope that he does the Puss
That
in Boots
sounds
voice.
horrible.
I hope that he has Puss in Boots voice, and that he
That'd be
wears like the
hilarious.
hat.
I was about to try to do it, Antonio Banderas.
I was thinking about trying to do it.
And it was just going to be super
Me
racist.
too. I didn't do it either.
He said, Puss and Boots.
I was gonna try. No, it was
I
way
will
worse.
eat your world. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
That was
That's
terrible.
great.
That was terrible.
I love it.
That was him as Galactus, if you couldn't tell.
I could tell.
Could you?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
You transported me to outer space just there.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
Thank you. All right,
You
guys.
suck.
It can't all be good news, Sonny. The writer's strike is having an
I
impact
don't want to even
on
get into
all
this.
the
There's one
shows
yeah.
and movies.
Damn
and
it.
There could be one thing that is a major casualty. It sounds like the Blade movie might be permanently scrapped
Don't
due
piss me
to a
off.
lack of writers and
interest in people wanting to stay because it's been getting backed up so much. There's all
Yeah.
these changes. Mahershala Ali would have been the coolest Blade.
Yeah.
And now
absolutely.
what you were talking about them maybe giving the idea to
So there's a character in the comics that is like it's his daughter.
Boo.
And I think the character's name is Bloodline.
Lame.
They might just fast track that and make it a Plus show.
I
think
no.
that's kind of a terrible idea, but
no.
they just want to put out content.
Please no.
The last time there was a writer's strike, you know what we got? Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. That was a result of
that
the
wasn't
writer's
good.
strike, and that's what has me scared. And on top of the Blade thing, Tom King on Twitter, he did not specifically say he was no longer working on the Superman
yeah.
movie, but that's what he meant. He said, because of the strike, I'm with my brothers and whatnot. I am leaving some dream projects, but it's to help for a better writing
Better
union and
future.
or whatever.
Lame.
And James Gunn didn't say anything, but that's what that means. It means he's not working on the Superman Legacy film anymore. Thankfully, the person directing and producing the Superman Legacy film and writing it is James Gunn.
Yeah.
So he's still going to be working on that.
Sure.
We're not losing that, and that's not getting pushed back. But yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
If that's what happens.
Not having Tom King work on that and losing Blade,
if
maybe.
that is ultimately what happens, it's going to push everything back. There's all kind of stories of this is getting what was like Stranger Things and this and like that.
Lots of stuff.
That sucks.
Paul's
dude.
favorite, Stranger Things.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't.
But we
man.
get no late night TV shows.
Yeah.
We're not. I mean, Saturday Night Live is done right now, apparently, because all their writers are their actors. So
Yeah,
they're
Lil
not gonna be
Uzi
doing-
Vert was supposed to
Oh, yeah,
premiere, and he didn't do it
Oh man,
because of the.
I feel,
I saw a post, man. I was just trying to
I don't
include.
Man.
know how to respond to that.
little snoozer.
Little snoozer,
Oh man, that stinks.
little snoozy vert.
Lil Snoozy Vert. I was just about to say that. No, but that does suck. Ah,
You got two.
You got a point.
You got two.
You got two today.
Is that what a point was?
Ah,
Yeah, that was mine.
Oh.
You said I was gonna say it, so therefore it made it yours.
I guess
Half a point.
half a point. Yes.
Oh wow. But yeah, I hope that with the writer's strike they get whatever figured out that they need to get figured out, and
The
that they
sooner the
get-
better.
Yeah, the sooner the better.
What's the strike striking for?
They're
better
just
pay,
writers.
better
better,
wages.
better
The union.
pay.
Yeah.
Moss money. Yeah,
And I
Isn't
feel
it
like
always.
they're probably like super overworked. I mean, how many times have we heard about a movie getting rewritten or a TV show getting rewritten?
That's just Marvel.
Yeah, and what probably will happen soon too? There will probably be a strike from like visual effects artists as well because they're overworked as hell
That
too,
sucks, too.
and that would really really suck.
I mess everything. up.
But also, what honestly sucks more is those people not being compensated appropriately, and that's why they're doing what they're doing. I'm sure those people.
true.
I'm sure you would be shocked at how little money those people make
Yeah.
for the scripts and the writing and the treatments that they do. They probably live in a flat in Los Angeles or something and can barely pay their rent and have to live with their parents, but they're writing for a big Hollywood movie. So I'm sure in the long run it'll be better for people and won't be better for movies for the next couple of years. But
Yeah.
you know,
That sucks.
Well, I mean, time will tell. We don't know as far as the developmental process. We know the slate for the stuff that's going to be coming out this year because most of that stuff is done.
Yeah.
There's
Which is good.
that is a good thing. I think that they'll come to solution sooner rather than later because you can't make anything if you don't have the content and the scripts
Yeah.
to put stuff down. And a lot of stuff has already been kind of delayed. They're kind of slow playing what they're doing with the MCU going into next year. I mean, the only thing they're doing Thunderbolts and New World Order, which might be getting a new title, by the way. It's not going to be called Captain America New World Order anymore. But they might
Really?
they're filming that back to
it's not
back
the first time that happened.
with Thunderbolts. They're
So it's
filming
going to
it
be
back to
like
back,
probably.
so- And I think New World Order is almost done.
It's going to be Captain America Thunderbolts.
Maybe, yeah. Captain America,
Captain
Thunderbolts.
It'll just be like another. It'll just be like
And
another
Thunderbolts?
Civil War.
It'll intro the Thunderbolts, probably. That's what I'm thinking.
Captain
absolutely.
America, America's ass.
Yeah.
Oh no, not America's ass anymore because he's in space. He's on the moon.
Wait,
There's
What?
a different Cap.
I'm confused.
Oh, it was the joke in Falcon Winter Soldier when they said the Cap's in space.
On
Remember
the
in
moon.
at the first episode?
Oh,
He goes,
okay, you didn't get
I
it.
heard Cap's on the moon. Is that true?
I don't remember that.
Yes, he is.
I like that series. I'm excited to see more from it. I think as long as Carly Morgenthau is involved, she won't be because she's dead.
I was just going to
Sick.
say that. I was like,
Because that
She
was
won't
like
be because she's
that
dead.
whole plot. I mean, bruh, Disney just has this, and the writers' strike is not going to help this. They just have this penchant for with Star Wars and Marvel over the past couple of years, just adding plot lines into stuff for the sake of adding plot lines, and it
there's
just
no pay.
brings down like the Reva plot line in Obi-Wan. Bruh,
Trash.
Like make her
And there's
own
not
show.
there's
if
not
you
a
want to that
payoff.
bad.
There's no development. Like
And then Carly Morgenthau and what's it called? Like, why was Baron Zemo just not the villain?
literally.
Like,
the whole
I-
that
time.
might have been because of the pandemic, though.
Yeah,
because they were trying to tell you two different storylines, and they took out the global pandemic.
Bro, they had the bad
storyline.
guys wearing masks so they could get away. You know what I mean? Get away with filming things in public and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. You know, so boo.
So you liked it?
No. I
Oh, okay,
didn't.
all right.
I didn't like it at all.
So I mean, Secret Invasion is about a month away.
Sick.
So look at it like that. I'm excited.
I am too.
I'm looking forward to
I'm
that.
excited for that.
We got
Am I?
Loki sometime in October. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, we'll see.
I have
Interesting.
I am what's it called?
Hot taking.
No, not hot taking. What's the word? I'm like
Limp
cautiously
Oh.
excited about Secret Invasion.
All right. Well,
I think it looks like the best thing that's going to be coming out in the next however minutes time for
seeing
Marvel.
how cool Guardians was gives me hope that like maybe this will be the project that it's like, oh, okay, like this is sick. Like I hope like this is some cool stuff. And then we might get Marvels and we might get all this
I
other
don't-
crap that's like whatever. But like I think on some spy type. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, this is gonna be pretty dope.
Is that your spy move?
That's my if I'm like
all stealthy.
I don't know
this is stealth. To
if
me.
my confidence in James Gunn transfers to the rest of any other show or movie.
Well, man,
I gotta give it a shot.
Of course, but
we gotta try.
You know,
we gotta try.
But it does. You know,
first episode will make me understand if it's gonna be good or not.
I can't remember the last Marvel show that I watched all the way through. The fact that I'm even a little bit excited about Secret Invasion tells you that the trailer was at least pretty cool.
It's so cool.
My concern with like what they were doing with Star Wars, the Star Wars Celebration, they announced the people that are directing episodes and stuff. It's like, why is that important?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why do you have to tell me who's directing it?
Like,
I mean, like
I'll just see it in the credits.
I'm really going to
when
want
I'm
to watch
waiting
the
for
episode
after
now because you're told me the director.
Well, for Shane, Bryce.
Shane was his favorite episode because Bryce Dallas Howard directed it. I think that was a Lizzo episode.
She directed the Lizzo episode. Yeah.
Oof. Oh, Shane, get it together.
She's usually pretty good too. But that episode, I don't think that was her fault. I think that was the writing fault though. I think she was given an episode that was ridiculous and out of place.
That episode sucked.
Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking.
I was so mad. That's the first episode. I was like,
I don't know.
I go back to watching Mando, and I'm like, all right, man. Everyone's telling me how sick this show is. I gotta go I guess I'll go watch it. And I watched the like newest one that comes out. It's like Lizzo and Jack Black. I'm like, really?
You're like, what's happening?
What is happening?
The episodes
dude?
before that were cool.
Yeah. Well, that one wasn't.
I mean, we talked about it. Go watch that episode.
Before we get into our special announcement, we're going to be wrapping up here in just a moment. Paul, how can they get us in the social universe?
You can get us on the social universe at Into the West Comics on Instagram, at Into the West Comics on TikTok, Into_Comics on Twitter, at Sunny H on Feet Finder. Damn. And Apple Music and Spotify, Into the West Comics. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. Earlier today, our Empire Strikes Back running back, where we talk about the Empire Strikes Back and what we felt about it.
Strikes Back,
got posted today.
Run it.
If you haven't seen our review of Guardians of the Galaxy, that audio version is on Apple Music or Spotify or Google Podcasts or wherever you may listen. So if you can't watch, go listen.
We're only a little buzzed.
We appreciate all you guys in the chat, and thank you guys. We're a little buzzed. I don't know what he's talking about.
We were a little buzzed.
Yes.
I was hydrated. Sonny,
I was buzzed.
What do you got?
Yeah, thanks for everybody hanging out in the chat today. It was pretty lively.
Super active,
I was trying to comment on things, but everybody was just like kind of going back and forth. It was awesome.
They're kind of arguing a little bit. Be nice.
That is the best. Yeah, we'll do like I want to get back to like doing like giveaways and stuff to people hanging out in the chat. So like I have way too many Funko Pops, and I want to start doing.
We saw the evidence.
I have 315. I'm gonna start doing giveaways. So people being active in the chat, or whether it's like, oh, go back to an episode and
that's like $3,000 worth of Funko Pops.
Some of them are like not $10. You know what I mean? So like, my Mr. Freeze is pretty dope. But anyway, I'm gonna be doing some giveaways. I don't know.
Pop the collar.
That's the nerdiest thing you've ever done in your entire life.
Pop the collar to the Funko collection. Go ahead.
You just popped your collar for your Funko Pop Mr. Freeze.
Bro, someone out there is like, damn,
you got a Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, for real. So anyway, I want to get back to doing that. We'll figure out what we're gonna do about it. But yeah, stay tuned, players.
Milkshakes.
Shout out to my dad. It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday, Lee.
Happy birthday.
He's in Spain right now.
What part?
He's walking
Camino Norte.
Camino.
Oh, tell her to get some Hamoni Betty.
Is your mom still stuck in the bathroom?
Tempranillo.
No, she's not stuck. It took 45 minutes to get. She was stuck in the bathroom for 45 minutes.
Where?
It's a long in Spain. It was.
Oh my god!
It was
in their
something
hotel.
Else.
Like she
the
got trapped in the bathroom.
Yeah, it was something else. But yeah, happy birthday, 56 today.
Happy birthday! Oh, I'm sure he appreciated that.
Oh yeah,
happy birthday, happy birthday, Lee.
Happy
we love you, buddy.
Birthday,
30 something. Yeah, right.
Yeah, the 30.
What
plus.
did you say to Shane? He's on the back nine.
That's right. Shane is on the back nine.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
He also loved that.
Yeah.
Guys, we wanted to mention that next week we're going to have a very special guest live on the line. Mr. Comic Tom himself and Fire Guy Ryan are going to be launching their own book coming up in July with horror artist legend Ben Templesmith.
Ooh.
You guys know him from 30 Days of Night.
Yeah.
He's collaborating with them. They're going to be doing a 3-issue miniseries coming out in July.
Rad.
The book is called Crash Down, and it's got notes of Alien and Lost, a little Lovecraftian spin in there, and it's a horror comic. So you guys know I'm not a horror movie fan, but I love my horror comics.
Yeah.
So they will be live on the line next week. Kind of pick their their brains a little bit and go over the process of, what went into putting this book out.
Yeah.
And it's going to be exciting, man. I'm big fans of these
Temple
guys.
Smith, he worked with Philip Kennedy Johnson on the War World large issue. He did part of that with Federici and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's all in the family.
It's good stuff. We're
That's
excited. But they're going to be live on the line next week, and we're looking forward to talking to them. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time to check us out tonight and hang with us in the chat or otherwise. We do appreciate it. And if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing. We would appreciate it so much.
Don't consider it.
It's our boss says, just do it. Don't consider it. It's pizza time in America. We'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great evening. Bye. We love you.
Viewfinder.
Bye. Bye.